coming up next on EA Sports.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Thunderbirds. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns, I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person, obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
Looking to throw on second down. Clement. And he's got his man on the out route. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, San Diego.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Ramsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 69 yards.
When you turn in good, consistent performances each and every week, you will rank in the top 10 in the league in receiving yards, and he's number 7 currently, hoping to move up as time goes on.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 3rd down and 1. They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So a long field ahead for the Falcon offense as they head out. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
At the 19-yard line.
Off the play fake. Herring. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parker. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a gain of 16. First down, Falcons. Operating from the gun. Herring. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw. Herring. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
To throw on second down. Herring to the right side. He's got Parker. And he's corralled inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, they just continue to march the ball down the field here through the air, Charles. He is now 6 of 6 throwing the football.
And it would help the defense if he was just throwing it to one guy, because you could, marshal some forces over there. But the way he's spreading it around, he's hitting them at all angles right now, making it very, very difficult.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Herring. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, Herring. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
And this one is right through. The Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Falcon defense.
This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get out of roll early. Chip away their timing.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Moss. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return.
And it will be Falcon football.
So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Herring.
Checks this one down to Robinson.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Throwing to start the drive. Clement. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 17-yard line.
Back to throw. Clement. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. So the completion gets him just a yard. 3rd and 7 now. Looking to throw. Clement. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Thunderbirds have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
A try here for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Looking to throw on second down. Herring. He'll find Parker again. Complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Here's Campbell. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
There you go, partner. That's some old school football right there. You need 1 yard? Give it to your bruiser fullback and let him get the job done.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And this is caught by Williams.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Good yardage after the catch as that played good for 30 and a first.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
On 1st and 10, Herring. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
He finds his man, complete. That's Russell. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Cloud keeps moving.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Back to throw again. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Falcons have retaken the lead.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down?
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
To throw on second down. Clement. Over the middle, it's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. 3rd and 7 now. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Set for the second quarter. San Diego in possession of the football. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Flushed out right. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herring. He finds Parker. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a 1st down. Back to throw. Herring. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
To throw on 2nd down. Herring. Open receiver here. Complete. It's Parker. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34.
They scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambled for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now, he's absolutely shredding them.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
Shifts by him. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Herring. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover, because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slam.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays, and the Falcons score to cap it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10.
Off play action. Clement. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Snead, the receiver, in motion left.
And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Off the play fake, Clement. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a 1st down, but a big play as well.
He'll dump that one off to Moss, complete.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Moss.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more?
Moss once more. And this time he finally breaks through. It's a touchdown.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense They just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Herring. Over the middle, complete. It's Russell. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. They'll look to throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herring. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Well, he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Back to throw. Herring. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Russell. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
Looking to throw. Herring. Throw left side, complete. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson from 6 yards away. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead.
CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield. They're eligible, too.
Play after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Over the middle, complete. That's Ramsey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Off play action. Clement. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Thunderbirds get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch.
Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start with a visit out to Santa Clara. Chicago in town to take on San Francisco. And in the second quarter, it's the Bears who are out in front. The Bears trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. We'll stay out west and make the short hop down to Vegas to see what's going on with the Raiders at home at Allegiant Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Broncos trying to hold on and claim victory. Lastly, we'll grab our passports and head down to Mexico City. See what's going on in the International Series. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. The Dragons needed desperately to avoid going to 1-4, and they're able to do that with a victory there.
Okay,
this one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
when they went to the tunnel with a lead, they come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down. Herring. Under pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
They'll third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
That's pulled in at the 32. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Clement, he finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
To throw on 3rd down. Clement. That is caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Call it a gain of a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw. Clement
Checks that one down, complete to Moss.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Back to throw. Clement.
They'll run the screen with Moss.
And he is out of bounds here. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
On 4th down, Clement rolling to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year.
And the Thunderbirds have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
The defense was almost too good on that play. They took away all of his targets. The one thing they forgot, to account for him as a runner, and he's able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it done.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive goes 8 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off the play fake. Herring. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Charles, a nice play there, wasting no time making his presence felt for this defense.
And you know, we heard the same conversation around the league. A lot of people were surprised that he would...
Can't get away, and he's taken down. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. The Falcons send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Taken at about the 36. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Brought in left side by Snead. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. On 1st and 10, Herring. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 17-yard line.
Looking to throw. Herring.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Herring. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Over the middle, he's got Parker.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Looking to throw. Herring.
Well, that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. Since emerging from the locker room at intermission, he's looked pretty sharp, hasn't he?
He's running in this 3rd quarter like he got the orange slices at the half.
Oh, yeah.
You remember
he got
the
orange slices, not the carrot stick.
Oh, boy.
There was always that mom, wasn't there?
There was always that mom. Wasn't yours, wasn't mine. All right, they brought the carrot sticks. But this guy, orange slices, and been reading the Surface tablet, watching the defenses, and he's made some nice adjustments.
Now they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10.
Snead's got it. And he is out of bounds yards, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
First down, San Diego.
On first down, Clement. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards.
And the Thunderbirds will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
So out come the Falcons now.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it second down.
Second and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Back to throw. Herring. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 8 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 1 now.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
Puts it on the carpet. It's out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. He's now lost fumbles in back-to-back weeks. And, of course, you remember last week's game, such a close affair. That hurt him.
Hurt him in a big way, and it is so key to take care of the ball because, remember, the team making the fewest mistakes usually wins the game. So you got to take care of the ball, lock it away, high and tight, as you often hear from running back coaches. 4 points of pressure, fingertips, forearm, biceps, sternum, or chest. Put it away.
On the counter, this is Moss.
Oh, he shifts past him.
He's got it to the 43 here.
He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Clement.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
They'll run on first down with Moss.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Clement. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Throwing to start the drive, Clement. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Falcons' 22-yard line.
Off play action, Clement. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Thunderbirds are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, and this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator, and they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter, and I don't see them looking back.
Point after here coming up. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A 5-yard pass on first down and another 5-yard connection there.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Herring.
That one complete to Parker.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Herring. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Herring. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Herring. He finds his man, complete. It's Russell. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 2nd down and 4.
At the 26-yard line.
Back to throw. Herring.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down. Looking to throw. Herring. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
On the toss, here's Robinson. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Now the try here for the point after. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all total.
And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Boy, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Off the play fake. Clement. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
A gain of 7 and the San Diego 1st down.
Back to throw. Clement. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
They'll run with White. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The offense on 3rd down, they've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Alexander.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Well, the Falcons back out getting set for this next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-hurt.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for our visitors, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.